Fair warning, Ravens fans, I'm about to get very analytical, okay? I'm going to throw a ton of numbers at you, so if you need to get out a notebook, need to get a pen out, need to take some notes, I totally understand. I didn't graduate with a math degree, but I did graduate college, so I feel somewhat qualified to have this discussion with you because we're going to break down the Ravens' playoff path on today's show. It's going to get very, very fun. And if you want this team to get to the playoffs, hit that thumbs up button, like today's video. I hope the frustration from Thursday night has worn off by now, and I hope you realize you want to see this team get to the playoffs still. And if that's you, hit that thumbs up button and like today's video. So prior to that loss against the Cincinnati Bengals via the New York Times playoff predictor, which is what we'll be doing for the entirety of this show, the Baltimore Ravens had an 81% chance to win the AFC North. Well, after the loss, that went down to 73%. Still not terrible, right? Just a little bit less than 3/4, but with a win, it would have shot them up even a little bit more than they already are. When you look at the standings, we're going to go ahead and just eliminate the Cleveland Browns from this. They've got less than a 1% chance. It would be a disservice to them to even put them on this graphic. Ravens sitting at the top with 73%. Steelers at number 2, 23%. And then you find the Cincinnati Bengals, even after that win over the Ravens and the win on, I believe, week 6 over the Pittsburgh Steelers, they're still sitting with a 4% chance to make the division. And if Buffalo beats Pittsburgh on Sunday, we all know the Ravens would lead the division, okay? So I heard a lot on Thursday night. Sky is falling. Season's over. When in reality, tomorrow, Buffalo could very easily take care of business, and we're still at the top in this division. And if Buffalo beats Pittsburgh, you jump up from a 73% chance to win the division all the way up to a 79% chance to win the division. It's basically 4/5, right? 4 out of every 5 times you're going to win the AFC North. The most important thing about all of this, okay? Get rid of the numbers. Take off the lab coat. Take off the fake lenses. You still control your future. You still control your destiny. That is the most important part of this entire thing. Anything I've said to you before, anything I'm about to say to you, that's a moot point. Numbers, percentages, throw it out the window. If you win football games, you make it. There's a lot of teams that don't find themselves in that same spot. The Cincinnati Bengals being one of them. They could win out, and it wouldn't matter if some other teams won as well. If you win out, if you win your ball games, you win the division, right? Hell, if you finish this season 3-2, which wraps up the year at 9-8 for Baltimore, but you beat Pittsburgh twice and Cincinnati once, like those are your 3 wins, and you drop the game against New England, you drop the game against Green Bay, you got a 98% chance to win this division. You could end your last 5 games 3-2. That means you'd end your last 6 games 3-3. As long as you beat the Steelers twice and the Bengals once, take care of yourself in the AFC North, you will win this division. It's not an easy stretch, okay? By any means. Steelers at home, Bengals on the road. Patriots, top team in the AFC, at home. Packers, one of the top teams in the NFC, on the road, Lambeau Field. And then you wrap this thing up on the road in Acrisure Stadium against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I didn't say it was going to be easy, but it's doable. And I think after Thursday's game, we think we're never going to win another game. And I think that's kind of how it is in sports. When you win, you think you'll never lose. And when you lose, you think you'll never win again. Now, a team we hope doesn't win again is the Pittsburgh Steelers, of course. Coming up, their next 6 games, they are playing against the Buffalo Bills on Sunday. Then they, of course, travel to M&T Bank Stadium. They take on the Dolphins at home in Week 15. Don't love Miami on the road in cold weather. But then they have to go to Detroit, to Cleveland, and they round things out Week 18 against the Baltimore Ravens. Realistically, you just kind of need yourself to take care of business and then the Bills and the Lions to take care of business. Hell, you can let Pittsburgh beat up on the Dolphins and the Browns. And for Cincinnati, this is their remaining schedule. Week 14 at the Bills, so not this upcoming Sunday, obviously the Sunday after that when you're playing the Pittsburgh Steelers. Then they play the Ravens again, Dolphins, Cardinals, Browns. So they end this season with 3 winnable football games. However, if the Bills go ahead and beat the Bengals, Cincinnati has a 2% chance to win the North. And if the Ravens go ahead and beat the Bengals, Cincinnati basically has a 0% chance to win the North. Okay? So their season could pretty much end, even though it's feeling so great right now. Joe Burrow's back. He's the Messiah. He's the Savior. It can end in 9 days if Buffalo, or 8 days, if Buffalo just takes care of things for you. Tiebreaker scenarios, just in case this division does end in a tie, whether that's with Cincinnati, whether that is with the Pittsburgh Steelers. You go to head-to-head first, which right now, with Pittsburgh, it's 0-0. With Cincinnati, it is 0-1. And then you could look at best one-loss tied in division games. Right now, you're 2-1 in the division, so not a terrible place to be at. But, of course, you round out with 4 division games left in your schedule. I guess 3 division games less. And then you go best one-loss tie percentage in common games throughout your schedule. Be honest with me. Who wins the AFC North? Let me know down below in that comment section. Give me your answer. Which team wins it? Let me know down below. Hopefully, I'm seeing a lot of BALs for Baltimore. Also, hopefully, you guys download the PrizePicks app and take advantage of this awesome deal that we are giving you with our great friends over at PrizePicks. It is the holiday season, which means it is the best time of the year for sports, bowl games, basketball matchups, playoff pushes. It is all happening at once. And while you and I are out here making decisions every day, what gifts to buy, what to eat, which game to watch, there is one place where it feels good to be right, and that's PrizePicks. My wife couldn't even name 4 pro teams. Then we started playing on PrizePicks, and now every Saturday night, we're breaking down who she's picking for a lineup. It's the most exciting way to watch football. PrizePicks now has early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. On PrizePicks, how you play is up to you. If you want flexibility, choose Flex Play, where you can get paid even if one of your picks misses, and if you want the biggest payouts, go for the power play. By the time you're watching today's video, I am in Neyland Stadium. That's right, cheering on my alma mater, the Tennessee Volunteers, as they take on Vanderbilt. I got a PrizePicks line for you guys if you guys are interested in that ball game. More, Joey Aguilar, 44.5-yard longest completion. More than Braylon Staley, 1.5 rushing touchdowns. And give me the more on Diego Pavia, 18.5 yards longest rush. Download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. The link to this promo is in the comments and description of today's video. PrizePicks, it's good to be right. So what we need this weekend, well, first, what I needed right now was a sip of water. But what the Baltimore Ravens need on Sunday and Monday night, you need the Colts to beat the Texans. The Dallas Cowboys already did some great work for you in beating the Kansas City Chiefs. You need the Bills to beat the Steelers, obviously. Raiders beat the Chargers. Giants beat the Patriots. When it comes to the Texans and Chargers, those are 2 teams that you're going to be battling for a wild card spot with if you don't end up winning this division. Of course, the easiest path for you to get into the playoffs is win the division, but just in case you want some wild card teams to lose. And now, Patriots, might as well just knock off the top team in the AFC. I get it. It feels like the sky is falling, right? But we have seen how talented this team can be if they just put it all together. We've seen exciting things from the defense. We've seen exciting things from the offense. And like right now, if you've got a chance to get in the playoffs, I'm not giving that. I'm sorry. That might be too optimistic. You might not want to hear that right now. But that's just the way. Got a couple of game balls to give out for Thursday night's game. Emory Jones Jr. gets one. I get it. You know, it's a left guard. He only played 16 snaps. He did have I believe was it a holding or a false start? It was a false start. He had a penalty. But other than that, man, I thought he played really good ball. I thought he played, first game as a rookie starter type ball. Regardless, really excited about the future for him. I think he's going to be a really good player for Baltimore in the future. Number 2, Chidobe Awuzie. I thought he was one of your best players. And it's funny because we just spent a ton of time, I think about a week ago from today or yesterday, talking about how good Chidobe Awuzie has been this season. And that continues on. I thought he had great, coverage snaps against guys like Jamar Chase. Thought he was really, really impressive. And then Derrick Henry gets the third game ball. Look, 60 yards on the ground, only 24 snaps. He did great things through the air as well. He outgained by a lot Zay Flowers when it came to receiving the football. He's the man. And that's why we're so frustrated, like we talked about late last night, about why he has not been playing. Who are you giving a game ball to? Drop a name down below in the comment section. I gave you my 3 game balls. You let me know. Give me 1 down below in the comment section. And make sure you're following me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, same handle, both platforms. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We'll get a video out for you tomorrow. We'll be back on Monday with more content. It's going to be a full week. Cannot wait to be here for you guys right here on the channel.